They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. Best to give me loyalty, 'cause I'm taking the world, you'll see. They'll be calling me, calling me. They'll be calling me royalty. They'll be calling me royalty. with me when I fly line. Or maybe I'll make believe. Hands on the mirror, slipping in glass. Lost in the silence, haunting my past. Pulled by a voice that I barely know. I fell in love with you, ghost. hit a dead end. Every time we're swimming, you make sure we sink it. In the deep end, where do I dive in? Every time we sink it. Down, down, down. In the deep end.
Ladies and gents, what's going on, guys? What's up, everybody? Live stream time. How's everybody doing? Yeah, I shaped. That's right. A younger version of me is here. Thank you for being here, guys. Much love to you. Alex, what's going on, bro? What's going on, Bash? Amends, how you doing? Kez, what's going on, folks? Blackbeard, what's going on? It's been a minute, bro. You got out of Zaf's cave and joined the light, finally. How you doing, brother? Nestix, what's going on? Chat leveling a rise, for sure. Guys, thank you for being here. Appreciate it. I did leave a question for everybody. If you're interested in answering the question, I'm curious what everybody thinks. It's been a minute since we've had a discussion over the game. We usually just do gameplay. So I'm very, very curious to see what you guys have to say about the actual game. So I have Solo Leveling here, who I don't know why. For me, I play the game only for characters, but the last units are shit. I don't enjoy the game anymore. Very valid. Very valid. I don't know if people feel the same way. I personally don't play for characters. I play for content. I've always been this way about games. I always say, give me a stick figure with good action, and I can build a team around it. I'll be happy. So I'm a little bit different. What's going on, Lemon? What's going on, Jin? Waiting for the comment in Shadow Monarch. So let's talk about that first. I think that's an important one. So this is the reason why I'm doing this right now, right? I wanted to have this conversation with you guys because I think it's important. This is a very important one. So let me go to the actual forums. And before I do that, guys, real quick, I've already put this in the chat, but if you haven't done so, second code just came out today. Hit that support button, guys. Get yourselves into the support program. Let me send you guys some codes. It's been a minute. So trying to teach that top 3D spots. What? Are you here? You're not, are you supporting me, or are you supporting, you're still supporting Zaf, I'm assuming. But I appreciate you guys. I appreciate you guys. If you're not on here, guys, get yourselves on here. Get some codes. Okay, let's go through this. What's going on, guys? Vlad, how you doing? Savio, what's going on, brother? Let's go through this. I want to talk over everything that was provided to us today. I think this is a really, really, really big dev note, and I think one that is very game changing. And I think it's a pretty big deal. You support Zaf? All right, well, get out of here, Anonymous. I'm just joking. You can stick around. Okay, let's go through this and talk about this, and we'll. I was talking about the guild spot. I know, I'm just messing with you guys. Dead ass patch. No, I think this patch is going to be a big deal. I think this is going to be a big one, and we got a lot to discuss here because there's, I think, a lot going on, and I think one of the main things to talk about is the Shadow Monarch. This is something I keep getting a question about. So let's go over this because I think this is one that's pretty important. And I think many of you guys have either been asking, hey, Payne, like, what do I do with this? Should I summon for Myro or not? Okay, so I'm going to be honest with you guys. When it comes down to Myro, we have 14 days to decide. I've personally got 20 tickets left. Do I think it's worth going for Myro as either free to play or pay to win? The honest answer here is it's up to you. And the reason why I say this is because even though they're saying that it's going to be free to play for the Shadow Monarch, free to play just means you can get access to A0, right? So having access to A0 might be enough for some of you guys just to be like, hey, I have her or I have him and I can build over time. Or some of you guys may want to rush to get into the next phase or A1 version of the Shadow Monarch. I personally think, and I want to get it from you guys as well, I personally think they're going to give us A0 for free for the first whole month. And then I think going forward after that, it's going to take a while longer. Okay, sorry guys, give me a second. I have a phone call to take for my son's camp. 2 seconds. Think about that, and I'll be right back. yeah, so we had chosen auto originally because Barhaven was not available, but we have been in the first 7 weeks of Barhaven and we're close to here, so we just want to move it to Barhaven. That's it. And that's it. Awesome. Thank you. No, that's great. Thanks again. You too. Bye now. Sorry about that, guys. Daddy duties. All right. So yeah. No, I don't think it's pay to win. It says that we can upgrade him. So you can upgrade him for sure, but it's gonna take a while. It's gonna take a while. So I think it's really important to note a couple things about Myro. Number one, she will be on in my opinion, she'll be on a rotational cycle. So you're probably not going to see Myro for quite some time. I'd say probably, I don't know, a couple of months, right? Minimum 3 months to see her again. I think the main thing for her is a lot of people want to know whether they should use their tickets or not. It's completely optional because there is no content currently where she's a mandatory unit. Unless you had her maxed out for top 1K, then she was mandatory. And there's no upcoming content where she's a necessity as well. Right? No. So Kez, they never said that we'll never see her again. It's just gonna take a while till she's back. So, and I made a video about that whole thing. A lot of people who were, I don't remember if you guys remember the video, but I made a whole discussion and I spoke about it pretty in length, pretty in depth and in length too, where I said, Myro is not gone forever. She's just gone for a limited time, right? So it's gonna be like the new successors are coming in. And then the other ones will be replaced with the new elements, etc., etc. The only one that's not being replaced is going to be the Shadow Monarch, which will stay forever because it's Sun Jinwoo, obviously, right? So that's the main thing to remember. No, she will be back for sure. She will be back for sure. Again, if you read the comments and what I wrote about it, it was pretty telling that she's gone for a while. It's gonna most likely be a rotational, but she's not a limited time character. She's by no means is she a limited time character, and she shouldn't be treated as such. Right here, I made a video on it. It's right here. It's called Myro Gone for Good? ? Devs can't be that dumb, right? And I kind of broke it down for everybody to see and understand it. So yeah, do I think is she worthwhile? It's up to you. Again, you don't have to go for her. There is no content that deems her mandatory or necessary. I think it's just important to say, like, hey, do you want her? Yes or no, kind of thing, right? And that's up to you. That's up to you, right? So that's my take on it. There's no need for her, but I personally summoned for her at least to get her to A1 because the issue is the issue with the whole situation is that we don't. It's too fresh of a system. We don't know how or what they're going to do in the future. So just like, do you remember this thing here? Hold on, let me show you guys a prime example of this. You guys remember this system, right? Right here. Hold on. If I go right here to the exchange shop, you guys remember this little system here that they introduced just randomly, right? Which is a way to get units. If you own one copy of the unit, you can get additional units by doing this. Well, this is kind of what I put myself into. I was just like, you know what? If they decide to make a new way of getting Myro, they may introduce it in the future, and there might be a way to do this. But if you don't have a copy of her, you might not be able to use this, let's say, fictitious system that they'll make up in the future. So I'm just being cautious in a sense that I've just seen them modify the systems to make her more or make units more accessible, but only if you have a copy of that unit. So I went ahead and summoned for her, not because I knew I was going to use her or if she's going to have any use at all. I just did it because I wanted to be safe. Now, is that going to set me back a bit for getting the Shadow Monarch up quicker? Absolutely, right? Because it's a 1-to-1 ratio with the tickets. So with the Shadow Monarch, they're going to allow you to get the unit for free, but you're also going to be able to speed up by going through buying stuff. All right. So again, I just want to answer this question because a lot of the dev note video, a lot of players were asking like, hey, what would you do in this case? Well, I kind of made my choice. I went ahead and summoned for her thinking, okay, for future, I don't know how the system's going to work now, but I'd rather have one copy of the successor than not have it at all until however long it takes to be re-released. Right? It may take some time to see Myro again. And honestly, the biggest thing Myro brings right now to the system is the increased time for overload. That's really it. So when does the Monarch come out? End of July. So we're talking about, I think it was the 30th or something. So the last day of July is when that comes out. So again, it's up to you guys if you want to choose them or go for them. It's completely up to you. Completely up to you on that. Have I? No, I stopped. I just got to A0 and I've been saving. Right? The most important thing in this game is TP. Well, so here's the thing, right, Alex? Even with the Shadow Monarch at A1, I think you're still behind. I think you need to get A2 minimum to be above the Remnant TP. So in that regard, yes, you're right. It is important. Again, Myro is an option, guys. You don't have to go for her. Again, I did it for my own thought process. I did it. I was like, hey, what can she bring to the future? And I want to be just safe. But like I said, it's gonna set me back for sure in terms of getting another copy of the Shadow Monarch quicker. Right, so Myro is not a necessity. Okay, so I want to cover that part of it. Okay, so next thing I want to talk about here, because a lot of people were asking what to do next, and this one's interesting, is Agnes. Now, if you haven't got Agnes yet, I think it's safe to say if you don't care about Guild Boss, she does make WOBL a bit easier. But if you don't care about Guild Boss or getting high scores for POC, I think Liu will be buffed up even further with what's her name? Zhang. This unit here. So just keep that in mind. You don't have to go for Agnes. I personally got one copy of Agnes and I stopped. So I got A0, I think, and I stopped there. So I stopped there. So I think personally getting a support, because I don't know if you guys saw it, if you guys didn't see the video this morning, but right here, they already tell you what she's all about, right? She's a fire elemental support, all-around support who boosts team's firepower by providing healing and shields, as well as increased fire elemental overload damage, burst damage, attack power, and ultimate move damage. All of this right here screams exceptional energy with Liu's gang, right? They even write it out here. So I stopped, right? I have a question. We can only use successor based on the element of the content. Yeah, no, you can use successor on any element, but they'll do more damage during the element that they're made for, right? So, yeah. So this unit here coming, and so I remember yesterday when I was doing WOBL, or the day before, a lot of people were saying, oh, the next unit was leaked to be Johi Wind Buster, and I was like, guys, stop listening to leaks. If they're not right, almost every time they're not right. So this is what I'm talking about, right? You guys can see a brand new unit was introduced, fire element support. That's the real thing to look at. And then of course, this is the character coming. So I'm going to go all in on this unit. I'm not making the same mistake I made with Gina, where I didn't go for Gina and then she became essential for the fire team. Supports are non-skippable. They're mandatory, right? So exactly, Kaz, I agree with you. I think that's the case. What do you think about them going for a fire support instead of another burst unit? I think that they're doing exactly what they did with what's her name? Elena. So it makes sense. What's going on, Santanu? So after this is going to be a buster, 100%. So I think what's going to end up happening is that seems to be the ebb and flow. It's going to be a buster, then support, buster, then support, buster, then support. And it looks like the supports are being slowly replaced. Older supports are being slowly replaced. So you can imagine Elena already replaced Meilin. She's going to replace Gina. Next we have Isla. And then we have Laura, which is interesting because Laura is very, very new. And then we have Jinna. So Laura and Jinna are probably next to go, right? But yeah, I think at the moment we're probably gonna see a buster, most likely for either wind, light, or water. Obviously, right? Depends on what Adan is in terms of his element, his weakness. Agnes needs a shield. I agree. 100% needs a shield. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. Give me a sec here. I'm trying to answer. So, I think she is going to be mandatory. I think she's going to be I don't think there's going to be an option here. You have to go for her. Oh, yeah. DPS is being replaced, but that's normal. We've talked about DPS being replaced for a while. That's going to happen. So, if you are a free-to-play player or a small spender, get ready to make some tough decisions, right? So for me personally, on my fire team, like if you look at my fire team, it's pretty decent right now. Like I've got Gina at A10 already, which I didn't have her for the longest time. I've got Christopher Reed at A7. He's gonna stay for a long time. He's a mandatory unit, and of course Liu is gonna stay for a long time. And not to mention, Liu is also gonna be added into the custom banner next patch. So you're going to be able to summon for him as well. And then Gina, of course, will be replaced. Now, she is 100% going to be replaced. There's going to be no choice there on that one. So, yeah. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I have to just answer my wife about the camp thing. All right. Sorry. One sec. Sorry, I gotta answer this question for my kid. We need to change that to. Okay, sorry about that. Yeah, 100. Well, so Gina, I think, will be sitting for. So again, these older units are really Team 2 units at this point for Guild Boss, right? I think that's where they're going to sit for the most part. So I think they're still going to be necessary. I just think they're going to be necessary in different places. So yeah, so Jung is definitely a must-have. Yeah, she's HP. What's going on, Debo? So no, it's going to be a fire support, guys. Again, if you didn't check out the video this morning, if you haven't checked out my new video, go check it out. The dev live stream video has been broken down. Oh, and also there is here's the video right there. I'll just give you guys a link on it. Go check it out. Also, don't forget, please go check out the video. I put these out for you guys, people. So this is the video right here. Okay. Also, don't forget, there is a new code. I'll put it right here for you. Please, if you haven't used it, use it now. I got to use mine as well. New code. Okay. So please use this. Use this now. You guys can copy and paste it. I'm going to go do it now and get my code out of it. It gives you a couple decent things. So redeem code. That was in the dev note. Go check it out. Developer note reward. There it is. And also, if you're a supporter, guys, go check out your support page. I just sent you guys some new things, okay? You guys can all go get those new support codes that was sent to you right now as well. All Hunch is going to be using GB. Exactly. That's how it's always going to work. You're never really going to get rid of your units. You're just going to move them over to the support section, right? And that's I think going forward how it's going to be handled a lot of the times. I'm seeing not what I want to do. I want to enter. So yeah, there's that. So keep in mind, guys, it's very important for supports to be summoned on. I think it's a super important thing. Don't miss out on your supports. They're always going to be used very often, and they're always going to be a mandatory unit in the game. So it's almost a no-brainer. You don't want to miss Jung. Just like Busters, you don't want to miss the supports for the Busters. Just like Infusers, you can't miss out on Infusers. All of these things are super important to have, and you don't want to skimp out on them, right? Because they're too necessary for the team. Let's just do this real quick. Hold on, let me see my gear. Okay, whatever. We'll just do this for now. Just to get this going. Okay. So make sure you do that, guys. Check out the code, put the code in, get those codes. That's going to be a big one. Okay. Yeah. And that's why that's kind of why I didn't, summon for Agnes. I wasn't convinced that she was going to be a necessity after seeing the video, like after doing the testing and everything and seeing what was coming up next. Right. Okay. So let's keep going here. We got more to talk about. WOBL. This is a big one. This is huge. So the boss rotations. Now, this one seems to have an interesting concept to it. So I think what they're doing here, and I after rereading this a couple times, is the existing WOBL format is changing. Okay. So essentially what they're going to do is they're going to introduce WOBL and they're going to do a boss rotation. They're going to start with Baron, and every 2 weeks, I think is what they said, the lineup will change, right? So, is it every 2 weeks? So monarchs you have faced before, such as Baron, Yogamut, Rock, Passo, will periodically rotate along with the commanders and other bosses. The revamped Workshop of Light will operate a 2-week season system with different boss lineups each season, while the elemental weaknesses... Okay, so yeah, that's how it works. So every 2 weeks, the bosses will change, but the elements will stay the same for 4 weeks. Which is great, right? What they need to do is stop making the bosses oversized. I actually like that part, to be honest. I like the scale. So it looks like Baron is coming out first, and the first 2 elements that were going to be there for 4 weeks are going to be Fire and Dark. Okay? So Fire and Dark is going to be WOBL. I like this boss rotation. Now, this is a new system. It doesn't take away from the old system, right? And they've already talked about this down here, where they said that the new boss coming out, Adan, the Monarch of Fangs, is going to be the new WOBL being released in the old format, which is the existing format. So this new boss format here is a whole other format used to get different content, different rewards, and different difficulties. So this is a big one. So I think personally, this is a great addition to the game because it gives us something new to do. And then stage 2, which is going to be introduced, I believe, in the future, once you've cleared the highest difficulty of the rotation, they're going to unlock a new corridor of monarchs, and you can actually increase the difficulties based on certain conditions that are advantageous or disadvantageous to the fight, giving you higher scores, rankings, and then rewards accordingly. So I don't think he's going to be released. No. So the way it works is this is going to be a separate version. So I think this format here that we see, the WOBL format, hold on, let me go back to it. Yeah, I think this is going to be a new way of handling that. So I think the way it's going to work, guys, is let me go to it for a second here. I think it's easier if we see the screen. So this right here, I think is not going to look the same anymore. I think what we're going to end up seeing is we're going to see this on its own on the right side, right? So just bear with me here. Imagine this on the right side as a smaller scale, kind of like this, what this looks like here. And then on this side, you're probably going to see the new rotational model, right? And then you're going to see probably something else here for the corridor once you unlock it. Right? So I think it's going to look a little bit different than what we're seeing. Read it again. Okay, I'll read it again for you guys. Hold on. So here, Braun in the first season will appear alongside Commander Vulcan and boss Essel Radiru. So these are going to be the bosses for the first season. Starting certain difficulty levels, Fire and Dark will be the weakness element. When a new Monarch debuts in the Workshop of Brilliant Light, that specific season will run for 4 weeks. The next Monarch to arrive in the Workshop of Brilliant Light this September will be the Monarch of Fangs Adan. Future first clear race events will be prepared as a separate piece of content. Okay, this is what I'm talking about. The top 1,000 to 3,000. I don't think it's going to be like that. Yeah, I agree. Better Essence Stones would be amazing. Sorry, guys. 1 second. I just got to see my wife saying. Okay. Yeah, Milky, honestly, being new, don't worry about it. You'll catch up. You'll 100% catch up to what they're doing. There's a lot of ways for newer players to take advantage of the systems and the game right now, and honestly, like you'll be there in no time. New players have such a big advantage versus older players because you guys have the new meta, you have a lot of currency to save for, etc. Right? So don't even worry about it. You'll be perfectly fine, bro. Like you're gonna have a great time playing, and don't rush and just enjoy the game for what it is. There's a lot of good things this game has to offer, and I would personally just take your time and get there when you get there. Don't rush it. That's my advice on any new player who just joined recently. You're not honestly you're not missing out enough to rush, right? So yeah, so don't worry. It's plenty of time. And I think like every WOBL brings something new to the game, like mechanic wise. But at the end of the day, it's all about TP. So that's all it really is. This game is all about having enough power. So if you follow the guides and you just play the game and just enjoy it, you'll have more fun than just rushing through. You'll get burnt out super easily. So yeah, don't worry about difficulties and stuff. It's honestly, most of the difficulties that they bring out is cosmetic. There really isn't. They don't ever give too much of an advantage to other players that can finish harder content. It's mostly like, hey, here's a skin, or like here's a new legendary, I don't know, skin for a weapon, or a mask or a costume. This game has never been unfair for that. So yeah, so don't worry too much about it. You guys are gonna be fine. All new players, just enjoy the game, have fun with it. I think the new player experience by far is better than any other game out there. I think SLA has the best new player experience. So I hate this mini game. I'm not gonna lie. Oh damn it! I messed up. I meant to go after that. So yeah, I don't even know how I did there. Okay, let's retry. Yeah, so like just have fun with it. All right, so WOBL, I wanted to talk about that because I think that was one that a lot of people were confused about. So I don't think it's going to be replacing the way WOBL is now. I think clearly they state that it's going to be a different format altogether. It's just going to be a new thing for people to do. Remember how everybody was like, there isn't unlimited content in this game and they need to make that happen? I think this is their version of unlimited content. I think this is content that's going to make people busy and it's going to give us something to do. Now, I will be honest with you guys. It's a little concerning though for me because this kind of screams less content updates and more recycled content, and that's never a good sign for a game. But also you have to keep in mind that this game doesn't have that much original story, doesn't have that much manhwa story to back it, right? It's a very short manhwa, and they're not planning to go into Ragnarok anytime soon, and the release of Karma is coming this year as well. So it's the same dev team that made this game for Karma. If you didn't check out my live stream for Karma, the actual developer of Solo Leveling Arise is the one responsible for Karma, and it looks like a lot of their dev team has moved over to there. So keep that in mind, that Karma will be a major focus for Solo Leveling, and they're going to be pushing a lot more Karma content our way because it's a brand new game, and they know a lot of people will spend a lot of money on that IP, which is Solo Leveling, right? So they're going to focus on that more. So keep that in mind. Sorry guys, 1 second. By the way, I wanted to ask, will the TP of the Shadow Monarch successor be added to the total TP? It will replace Myro's. I think it's going to replace Myro's. Yeah, the game's it's been 7 years and 7 Deadly Sins Grand Cross still hasn't fully committed to the Knights of Apocalypse storyline. Yeah. I think SLA needs some menu polishing. So clunky when you use them. Do you think they will ever update that? Alex, I don't know. Yeah, I don't. So the TP question, no, I think the TP is going to replace Myro's. You're not going to have added TP. That'd be way too much because then you have double TP, and they'll never do that. So I think the TP will just replace Myro's. I think that's pretty straightforward and standard. I have a question. Is the first commander then Monarch not the case anymore? No, Yusuf, they changed it. I thought that was going to be the case. They changed it. So I think SLA needs some. So the menu polishing aspect of it, I don't really know if they need to polish the menus. I'm personally okay because I'm used to it, and I don't think it's that clunky. Like I played enough gachas to see clunky before, and quite honestly, like I find SLA pretty easy to follow. I just think there's a lot of content. That's why. Mifty, what's going on? So yeah, for the successors, they're not going to be added to each other. So I think Myro and the Monarch of Shadows will be separate TPs. So that if you choose one, it'll just give you the same TP as the other. Also, how do you get into billions of damage? I'm new, so I'm not sure if double dipping or triple dipping. No, so Super. So essentially, it's when you get into the billions of damage, it's just building the proper teams, making sure the proper equipment is on, the right buffs. Free-to-play players can do it. Pay-to-win players can do it. It's just building the proper team and doing the right content and just having the right stats. That really is all it is. And of course, rotation matters. What's going on, Tantra? How you doing, brother? So yeah, I think if you're newer. Just follow the guides, check out the content that's put out. I don't do any guild boss guides. A lot of that stuff is done live here. So if you join the live streams, you'll see all of that happen here. I do mostly, if you guys are aware, I do free-to-play content on my lives, except if it's a testing day, then we do the pay-to-win content, or like top 1,000 will do pay-to-win content. But I enjoy the free-to-play aspect a lot more because I feel like if you can do well as free-to-play, you can obviously mimic it and do well as pay-to-win with just more numbers. So, yeah. You too, Soup. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. All right, let's go check out the question. I just want to see real quick what's going on here in terms of the question. I just want to see if people are still into SLA. So still the same question, asking the same answer being given. Sorry. Just don't play on mobile. You do. Yeah. Okay, so the Choi buff. Let's talk about that one. Yeah, that's a good one to bring up. Let me go ahead and discuss that as well. 1 sec here. Hold on. Choi buff. Yeah, that was a good question. So let's go down here. There was a Choi buff. Actually, you know what? Before we talk about the Choi buff, a couple costumes coming up. Isla's swimsuit costume and Mary's. I know somebody asked about this a while ago, saying why didn't Solo Leveling release this? Yes, Mary and Isla will have their costumes out here. If you guys look at this picture, Sun Jinu is staring. Beru's being a good servant. Sun Jin is cheating on his wife. Just everybody just notice that he's cheating on his wife. Cha's not even in the picture, and this man is just staring. Straight up creeper mode. And then right over here, you guys will see that there is going to be a balance adjustment for Choi and Christopher Reed. Straight up cheating. The boy's just cheating. Yeah, 100% it's AI. Yeah, window shopping. Payne, what are your thoughts on the next buster? It's going to be water. I think it's going to end up being whatever the element is for Adan. So when we do the boss fight on story mode, expect that to probably be the next buster. Yeah, no, he won't crit. I don't think. So the Christopher Reed buff is interesting. I think they're going to give him a little bit more damage. This Hunter Choi Jong In one, he's not going to crit. They won't take that away. I think he's going to continue. I think he's going to continue not being that. He's just going to be another support. I mean, listen, he's the ultimate hunter in the manhwa, but even in the manhwa, he's not that strong. This was interesting, by the way. So for those also who are not doing it already, level 160 is coming. So make sure you are saving now, guys, for your idol. If you haven't done so. Also, don't forget the guild boss buff gives you more idol. So I would suggest 100% doing that. Can't stop being a perv. And I think at the moment right now, if you're not doing so, it's a good idea to start saving ASAP. You have 2 weeks to save for level 160. Try to get as much of that saved in. And this is big, guys. It looks like defense penetration is now going to be nerfed. So I think at this point, they're going to be giving crit damage a little bit more of a buff. Right? So that'll be... I want a 9-man... No more, Manny. No more 9-man teams for Guild Boss. That used to be how it was. No more, please. So how am I doing? I've been very busy. We took my son to his second, just so everyone's aware, and I know a lot of you guys cared, so I appreciate it. We took our son yesterday. That's why I didn't do a live yesterday. We went to the surgeon for our second consultation. The surgeon finally met with us, and now they want to make us wait another year to have my son have an MRI for his brain, because apparently what can happen sometimes, and this really sucks for us, we feel a little bit defeated over this, is that kids are born sometimes with their brain a little bit slumped down. He's perfectly fine. Super smart kid. Insanely smart, sweet, most gentle child on the planet. I love him to death. He's my son, obviously. But the cross-eyed aspect can sometimes be your brain kind of rewiring it. So they want him to do a sedated MRI now, which can take up to a whole year to wait. So before doing the surgery, now they want us to do that. So we kind of feel a little bit defeated. So it is what it is. Yeah. So anyways, that's where we were yesterday. So we have to now wait again for this to go through. My wife and I are pretty bummed about the whole situation, but he's 6 years old. Hopefully this doesn't become a thing that we have to wait even longer for. Anyways, one sec, guys. So yeah, it's okay. We'll figure it out. It is what it is. So yeah, if you're wondering like why I haven't as live anymore, or like why I'm not always testing anymore and just being like hardcore into this game, I got kids, obviously, right? And they're growing, and family comes first always. And I do what I can with the crazy busy schedule I have, along with other things that I do, of course, on top of this. So I'm doing my best to keep up with you guys. Doing my best to give you guys as much information as I can. But yeah, it is what it is, right? Oh, Sam, appreciate it, bro. Thank you. Yeah, it's not that it's like scary. We're just more like we're just tired of waiting. You know, just tired of waiting. It's kind of like I just don't want to wait anymore. I just want my kid to not have to wear glasses anymore. He complains about it. He even asked us yesterday. He was like, "Dad, is this my fault?" And I was like, "Absolutely not. You're 6 years old. Nothing you did could have prevented this. It's just, you know, it happens sometimes. You know, you have things that develop in your body, and we're doing the corrective measures. The good news is when it is time for surgery, hopefully it's not a neuro thing, because I asked her like what other signs of neuro problems would there be, and he has none of them. So she's like pretty sure it's not the neuro thing, but she has to do her due diligence to make sure that we get this MRI and we make sure it's not a brain situation, and it actually is in fact the eyes. The good news is if it isn't the brain and it's just the eyes, it's 3 weeks to get into surgery, and the surgery is 6 hours, and it is what it is. We move on, and he'll recover in a week, and we're good to go. So that part's good. I'm happy about that. So yeah. Anyways, yeah, I just wanted to give you guys an update on where I was yesterday. That's why I didn't do any content. We got a lot coming. Also, there will be a live stream for the devs on the 28th, so make sure you are there for that as well too. And we will cover the full Korean live stream there, and hopefully we get some pretty crazy content updates in the near future. Yeah, Tanjiro, I appreciate it, man. Yeah, it's a Canadian thing, unfortunately. Like my wife posted it on her Instagram yesterday, just showing that this is one of our big problems with our Canadian healthcare system. Is yes, it's free, it really isn't free. We pay a shitload of taxes for it, but the wait times are just unreal. It's just unreal. So yeah, Maddie, love you, bro. I got a question nobody talks about. When Myro comes, they say successor can be strong, same as Junu, but that doesn't happen. Julina does if you max out your successor. She has the same TP. Yeah. Yeah, appreciate it, guys. Yeah, poor Ben. I feel bad for him. The main thing is like one of the girls, some kid in his class asked him why his eyes are like that. And like, it's not even that bad, really. It happens once in a while when he's more tired than anything. And I think they really stuck to him being 6 years old and having somebody ask that question. He was just like, why is it like this for me? And I feel bad, man. Like, it's my kid. And, you always want to protect your children. You want to know, you want to do what's best for them. And, as a father, especially, and as a mother, like as parents, there's only so much you can do when situations like this arise, and it just kind of sucks, Like when I came to Canada, I traveled I was born in Russia, was born during the war in Afghanistan, moved to Afghanistan during the war in '83 when the Taliban took over. I was born in '83. I moved there almost instantly. My sister was born in, around '88. Lived in Afghanistan, went through a war. I went through so much in life. I've seen people die, get blown up. I've seen people get murdered in front of me. Saw my cousin shoot my uncle in the head over money. Like, I've seen everything, and it's crazy because like those trials and tribulations growing up and seeing all that, just like, all that death still doesn't compare to watching my kid get asked that question. Right? No. So he goes cross-eyed. One of his eyes, he doesn't have control in one of his muscles of his eyes. So slowly his eyes will go cross-eyed once in a while. It's just once in a while. It's very seldom. It happens, but it does happen. And, when somebody notices it, they're going to ask questions. So, yeah, so it sucks. It is what it is. Kids go through shit. I went through shit, but it's just different when it's your kid. No matter what I went through, nothing compares to seeing my kid struggle. I just want to stop wearing glasses so he can feel comfortable. Like he's playing sports now and stuff. And, we're trying to get him into activities, and it's just a hindrance, right? Anyways. It is what it is. Want to talk about that. Thank you guys for caring. I know a lot of you guys cared, so I know I wanted to share that update. All right, so one thing you guys should be doing is going into the Guild Boss section. Go to the shop and buy yourself this right here for a week. One sec. Let me go here. Get all this first. Let's get this stuff out of the way here. This right here. Right here. Get this idol. Is it this one? Yeah. This one here, 3% increase. Make sure you do it, guys. It's 3% more for your idol. We're getting a level cap increase, so don't forget to at least save up for that. That's going to be an important one for you, okay? I'm 1 trophy away from 3rd place on my server. Should I do it? I mean, why not? Why not? You should just get it done. Just get it done. Aditya, what's going on? It's been such a supporting you. I appreciate you, man. Thank you. Here in India, we have... I have... my dad used to go to India to get a lot of medical stuff done. Now he goes to, like, Tashkent and those places to get a lot of, like, any form of, like, surgeries or anything done, like, that he needs to get done. It's just cheaper out in the world. our healthcare system is so expensive. It's crazy expensive. Also, guys, if you are not doing so, make sure you're saving your tickets for the next weapons. Very, very important to start saving for that, because we shall be having new weapons come through, and you're going to want to save for that for sure. All right, what do I want to do here? Hold on. Let's see what we did. I haven't done this yet, so I probably should work on that. Where am I? Am I still first place here? No, I'm second place now. Okay, let's go and do this real quick. I haven't done this yet. I just kind of messed around with it yesterday. We're going to go ahead and try this out. Oh, they will. They're going to live a great life. I'm not worried about my kid living a great life. I know that'll happen. Like, his parents love him, and he's very loved with his whole family. I'm not worried about my kid enjoying life. I just want my kid to just be happy. You know, like, at the end of the day, all you care about is that your kids are happy and they're healthy, and you know that they don't get bullied, and you don't have to deal with any of that nonsense for them. But yeah, I mean, at the end of the day, guys, it is what it is. He's a good kid. He's a strong kid. His parents love him, and he gets treated well at school, and he's super kind. And I'm hoping that we'll maintain, and we can, he can be happy for as long as God allows it to happen. Sorry, I kind of messed this up. Let me do this again. I have 0 overload weapons, 0 stackers. Alex, you definitely want to start working on getting overloaders. It's super, super important. It's going to make or break your account. Having overloaders is probably, I'd say, the most important, if not probably the most important thing in the game right now. Overloaders and DPS is fine, but having overloaders is a huge, huge part of the game right now. And if you're lacking overload, you're going to be in a situation that you don't want to be in, and that is pretty much stuck. So definitely work on getting your overloaders up. Okay, let's see if we can get this done. All right, let's see if we can get this done, guys. Oh, I don't know. This was. I didn't realize I was on auto there. Okay, hold on. I gotta get. I was a little bit later than normal. Do you think we'll get? Yeah, of course. Yeah. They're just copying it. They're just copying it. What do I think Sung Jinu is a real national level? Is Purple Heart from the Monarch of Shadows should be a real system? I mean, they could do stuff like that if they want to. I don't really care. Should you do wind stuff first, Alex? Honestly, I do fire. As soon as Liu comes out, I would do fire first. I think fire is going to be a necessity, so I would do fire first. Start building fire. I would get Christopher Reed first, and then next update, focus on the new hunter, and then get yourself Liu through the custom tickets. I think that's your best bet for newer players. That's what I would personally do. So yeah, I would focus on that first. Make that your priority. And I think you'll do much better that way. Let's see if I can beat this guy quicker. Oh, we got the 96% there. I got to beat the last boss quicker. Ooh, 18 seconds more. That was. Windbuster's coming soon? I have no idea, Milky. Again, I don't listen to I don't listen to the what's his name? Leaks anymore. So I have no idea. Oh, this is way worse than before. Hold on, I gotta redo this. Sorry guys. I'm trying to talk and look at chat and do this, but let me do this real quick. Oops. How much time do I give this in a day? Not long. I give it like an hour maybe. Let's see. If even that. Sometimes like 5 minutes. Honestly, I usually only give it an hour on like the last day, like before reset, just to make sure I get everything done. But usually it's like 3 minutes log in, log out kind of scenario. I don't have that much time to play anymore. I used to have a lot more time, and it used to be a lot more frequent in terms of playing. But now I just don't have that level of commitment that I used to. Again, kids are growing. It's too difficult to keep playing a game at that capacity. So. But I appreciate everybody still supporting. I still bring out, content. I can still clear everything as free to play. So like it's still great. So no issues there. Okay, there we go. That's better. Okay, we gotta finish this. Is outside yellow where you are? What does that mean? I think I summoned Reggie a little too early there. There we go. Let's get this in. Still too late. Still too late. What's going on, Jay? How you doing? Do you play any other games at the moment? No, I don't have time to play any other games. I'm too busy doing TCG stuff. So we do a lot of TCG content like Pokemon, One Piece, Union Arena, and all that stuff. So we're still doing a lot of that right now. And now I'm vending as well live. So like, it's unfortunately not feasible for me to do anything at the moment outside of what I currently do. I'm going too slow here. Sorry guys, 1 sec. Jay, we talked about it. Honestly, it's optional, bro. You don't need to go for her. At this point, I would skip her. I made my decision. I went for her purposely because I just wanted a copy because I don't want to miss out on her. But if you're doing it for TP sakes, I would skip. I don't think it's a necessity. Don't forget, guys. They also haven't even introduced the system for pets, right? Like we still have to wait for that to come out too. So we still got a lot. We still got a lot to look forward to. What do I keep missing here? Am I doing cards separately now? I do it on my Discord. I don't do it on my channel anymore. No point in doing it on the channel. It just messes up the algorithm. And yes, I do vending, live vending now at shows. So what's going on, Rui? Yeah, so Jay, I would skip. Personally, if I were you, I would skip. And then just focus on getting the new Sun Jinu Shadow successor instead. And then get yourself more of that copies of that instead, and I think that'll be a better overall usage of your currency. So come on, beat this guy up. Did he even? Oh, he didn't even hit him. He didn't even hit him. What the hell? No, I gotta redo this again. Yeah, exactly. Just convert it. They're supposed to make a pet system, yeah. They're supposed to make a pet system. That was supposed to come out a while ago, actually. Like that, and this is what I'm talking about leaks, right? Like a lot of leaks showed the pet system, and they even talked about it actually. So it wasn't necessarily just the leaks. They even announced it themselves. Sorry, guys. Let me take this work call. I got work calling me, okay? 2 seconds. I'll be right back. I gotta mute myself here. All right, what's that, guys? I'm just seeing if this guy needed the call. He just put it down. Okay, 1 sec. I gotta. Give me a few minutes, guys. Okay, I gotta take this call. I apologize. Normally, this is just kind of an impromptu call here. I normally have this set up differently. Okay, I'll be right back.
everyone got certain tools. Only difference is I knew what to do. Now everyone calling on progress is stalling. My stock is missing, my life it ain't boring. Ain't no more hitting me up when you lose. When it's time to wake up, see you hitting the snooze.
When they ask me how we leveled up without us getting stuck, we just muscled up. This game spin, no one gotta tighten up, gotta muscle up, or you will get stuck in this game.
I've been searching for the peace in me.
I wish a void opened in the air to suck me up, cause I really don't care. While I'm falling, I wondered if you would miss me when I'm gone. While I'm falling, I wondered if you would miss me when I am gone. I feel so hollow, hollow inside, hollow inside. Promise me everything.
Sorry about that, guys. God damn. Just out of the blue work call. Yeah, sorry, I was putting this on auto and letting it play. I got to redo this whole thing. What's going on, guys? We're back. Okay. Sorry if I missed any questions, if I missed any comments. Yeah, I had to just take this work call. That's why I was on mute. I wasn't trying to chat with you guys and have a work call at the same time. Too many pertinent information that I had to keep to myself. Nice music. Thank you, bro. Appreciate it. It's not mine. Give credit to the NCS no copyright music channel. They're the ones that provide this. So, thought old man retired? Bro, calm the hell down. Calm the hell down. Retirement. I'm not that old. 43. I wish I can retire. I still got 12 years left. 12 years left before I'm out. Then I can retire and then do this more full time, hopefully. That's kind of the goal. Do this full time afterwards. People can't read. I don't know, man. Max Myro A0 TP and how you can't. It's pay to win. Myro has been pay to win since day one. You cannot max out her TP at A0. You have to do it over time. Gina with the man. I don't even think they're gonna focus on Gina anymore. Gina feels like she's just old news now. It's kind of crazy. Sorry, guys. I gotta finish this up. All right, folks, if you haven't done so, please do me a solid. Leave a like. It would mean a lot to me if you guys did that. And also, don't forget to hit that support button. I got 2 codes right now, sending to everybody. Is it worth maxing her out? It is for TP purposes. So if you are going to be doing end game content, you want to hit top 1K, for example, then yes, it is worth maxing her out. But keeping in mind that there is currently no content to use her for outside of what was top 1K. So at the moment, if you're pay to win, it's always worth maxing something out because why not? If you're free to play, then absolutely not. You can't max her out anyways. So save up for the Shadow Monarch that's coming out very, very soon with next patch. So it's going to be in 2 weeks. So I summoned for her again, only for the reason we talked about this right in the beginning of the stream. Maybe I should have saved it for the end so I don't answer it again, but I said this before, there is no need to get her right now. She doesn't bring anything to the table for any players. It is more, I got her as free to play only because I don't know what the plan is. I don't like to leave units hanging that I like to at least have a copy of a unit just so if there is a future release of getting these units, I'll have it available. I use the example of, that whole gain A10, get those tickets, and you're able to get units that you don't have, for example, or units that you have a copy of, you can get dupes of them. Well, so I'm kind of basing it on that knowledge. Done. Also, should I stop supporting someone and support? If you want to, crack, that's totally up to you. I appreciate the support always, brother. Always appreciate it. What's going on, Jules? Any support is always appreciated, brother. Not necessary, but always appreciated. Shadow Monarch will be free. Yes, Shadow Monarch will be free. The key thing though to note here is free is we don't know how free, Tanjiro, right? We don't know if free means like it's gonna be free A1, free A0, free, etc. Yeah, Jay, the grind was so it's always the same situation with Netmarble, and if you look at history, right, it's always make a problem, provide a solution, and the solution is over time. The make a problem is really to get the people who want to pay to win and get the money from them, and that's fair because they got to make money, and I'm okay with that. People are willing to pay and support, so Netmarble makes their money, everyone's happy. The free-to-play aspect, they've done this numerous times. 3 to 4 months down the line, they'll develop a new way to get units or systems out of the way, and it's just a matter of waiting. So yeah, it's always gated, guys. They have to gate it, or else anyone who is, they have to gate these things, because if they don't, anybody can get it, and it doesn't make pay to win players want to pay to win, right? It's kind of useless for them. Like, why pay for something that you can just get for free anytime? And we need people to pay. Like, game needs to survive by paying players. So without having paying players, this game will die. There's always a catch. So for me personally, like on pay to win, I'm always supporting this game on pay to win because I love this game and I think it's the best gacha out there still to this day, in my opinion. And I've played probably thousands at this point. And anyone who's, a veteran gacha player can attest that, this game is fantastic for that. So yeah, it's up to you guys whether you want to pay or not. But for free to play players, everything is available over time. So yeah, it's up to you guys whether you want to pay or not. But for free to play players, everything is available over time. Everything is available over time. Do I think they'll give an SJW burst skill? Absolutely. Yes. They'll 100% be a weapon eventually that comes out that will allow him to burst. Yeah. It's everything that a hunter can do. They want SJW to do the same because it's kind of like they're trying to stay true to the Manhwa a little bit more. I think that like being the most powerful being in this universe that is solo leveling, they want to not have him lack something a hunter has, right? So it's already dying. I mean, the game's 2 years old, bro. A game will never stay consistently as popular as day one. Put it this way. I used to cover Street Fighter Duel. The game is still running. And it makes like $50K a month. Pretty popular IP. And it's been probably like 4 years now. So if you're worried about solo leveling dying, I doubt it. I really, the only reason why it would die is if the devs decided it's time to hang up the boots. But right now, they're still making enough money with the game running the way it is. Later, Cracked. Appreciate you, bro. Thank you so much, man. Yeah, pumping out a character in 1 month and having new content being delivered is a good thing. Where the real testament of how this game's going to survive is going to be when the game actually gets to the point where all the monarchs are done. So once the monarchs are completed, then we'll see what really happens, because that's where the story ends. Then obviously karma coming out is a big deal, right? And we'll see what happens. Yeah, Jay Stowe, exactly. Yeah. Pumping out one. Oh, that's what they're doing now. Okay, I didn't even know they were doing that. Noob Walker, my pleasure. Anytime, bro. Anytime. Yeah, it's just new characters. Exactly, Jay. And people are still paying. People are, because it's the Street Fighter IP. Put it this way, the reason why solo leveling is not going to go anywhere, this is the only official solo leveling game on the market for mobile, and it is owned by Netmarble. This is their moneymaker. This and Seven Deadly Sins. Now, if you don't know, Seven Deadly Sins Origins didn't do very well, so it's not going to really survive that long. This, on the other hand, is killing it. So even if they aren't doing as well as they did before, they're still doing well enough to keep it as their cash cow, and they don't want to lose that. They're not going to lose that, right? So I feel like it's really not going anywhere. I wouldn't worry too much about it. I think people who are worried about this have nothing to worry about, and people who say this game's dying are the same people who hate this game now. It's common. It's just common practice. People say it all the time. Yeah, it's just normal. You hear this all the time. And honestly, you know how when a gacha's dying is when no new content is released, the schedule is changed, and nothing has been released for quite some time. Then you know a game is not doing well and is dying. But in this case, it's not the case right now. If the game, it's not dying, guys. Like, I don't know where this fear and again, don't let the fear mongering get to you. It's people who don't give a shit about the game anymore. They do it all the time. They do it in every game. People think like Wuthering Waves is dying, and like people think that other games are dying. Like it's common practice for people to say that when they stop playing a game and they don't care about it anymore, right? Just that's really what's happening. So yeah, the moment the new season comes out, the moment the movie comes out, it's done. Right? So that's nothing to worry about, guys. I would never stress over this game dying. Like, trust me, if I thought it was dying and if it's time to move on, I would have moved on by now to another game. Like this is why I only cover this game mostly. Like same with Zaf. Like Zaf hasn't moved on for a reason. We know that this game is a game that's going to be here for quite some time, and we have an amazing community in the player base, and the devs still do dev live streams, right? You can see that they're not doing it as much because obviously they have another game to focus on now, but you can see that they still care enough that they're doing it, and they're doing it on a constant basis, right? So like, just keep that in the back of your minds that it's not about game dying. It's just how well is it doing in comparison to before. And honestly, the best thing they can do in this game, if they were smart, is just introduce a brand new anime or a movie like they're doing, and you'll see a lot of people coming back. If you try to get a refund from Netmarble or from Google or Apple, you will be banned for probably a year. Just a heads up on that. They don't usually allow that. So if you're looking to continue playing, I highly recommend you do not do that. You will be banned for sure, and the ban will be a very, very lengthy one. Fuck, just missed. What do I think of co-op? I mean, they have co-op now. They have co-op now. It's the commission stuff. I never cared about co-op in this game because it's too mobile heavy and mobile suffers from performance. So if you were a mobile player and you know what I'm talking about, I don't like the idea of co-op in this game. I always wanted it to be single. It's solo leveling for a reason. I think it should stay solo leveling. And I think that a co-op would just complicates it. I think what they have now is to the extent that they can go. I think anything more is a bad idea, and it would put too much strain on the game. And I think the existing co-op is all it needed. No more needed. Just stick to what you have, and I'm happy. Let's hope this kills him. Come on. Murder. There we go. Perfect. Okay, 8 seconds more. I'm hoping to just get this down. Yeah, a lot of people don't even do them. I missed it by a bit. I'm trying to beat the first place guy. Yeah, so again, just to highlight, I know a lot of people were still asking the same question. For those who want to know what to do with Myro, optional. Up to you. There's no right or wrong answer here. It's too new of a system, so what you decide to do is up to you. Sorry guys, give me a second. Do I think there's going to be a new elemental infusers? Not for a while. Honestly, not for a while. I wouldn't worry about that one for a while. Elemental infusers are fairly new. They're going to focus on replacing breakers as well, I think, eventually. They're probably going to make breakers have a little bit more to do. And we'll probably see that happen way before we see anything else replace the current setup for infusers. So I wouldn't worry too much about that one. Oh no, I missed. Bad miss on my end. There we go. 6 seconds. Might be okay still. Yeah, honestly, Jay, like again, it doesn't hurt to go for her. I don't think it's a bad idea at all. I think either way you're gonna be up for success. So there we go, much better. We did way better there. 59 seconds. Okay, that puts us at first. There we go, first place. I pinged on. What did you ping, bro? What did I miss? Oh no, did I miss something? Shit. Oh no! Oh no! Anthony, how long ago was this? Oh, I'm gonna get fucked, dude. I'm always streaming when there's Pokemon Center stuff happening. $14 hours, people. 14 hours. Oh my god. I got fucked. Missed out on Pokemon Center stuff. Boo! Thank you, Anthony. Appreciate it. Vishnu, appreciate you, bro. $20 minutes ago, I'm fucked. Yeah, I'm gonna miss out on everything. That's brutal. No, I don't play any of the Pokemon games. I just collect the cards. I'm a huge collector. I'm also a vendor now as well too, so I do collecting and vending. But I only sell singles. I don't sell sealed. I try not to play the scalping game because it's not fair to the community, so I don't do that. I actually share a lot with the community. But yeah, I do mostly I do vending now as well too for cards. So I got a site and everything. So anyone who collects, you know where to join. Discord. What are you missing out on? 30th anniversary product. 13 hours now. I'm a little bit pissed that I was not available for that. I told myself today too, like maybe there's an opportunity for this stuff. You know what? I didn't have my my moon monitor on. That was my bad. That was my bad. 30th anniversary coming out. Oh, I don't even need that. That was a waste. Maybe in the future. Scalping and mystery boxes are trending, so everyone's desensitized to it. Yeah, to some extent. I'm not, honestly, like, I don't know, man. It's all good, Anthony. It's not your fault. It's my fault for not having my my monitor on. That was my bad. You can't bully me anymore. Yeah, I probably know more than most people now. It's too embedded in my brain now. All right, guys. I think we've completed what we wanted to complete. I think at this point, I've kind of got what I wanted to do with you guys. Sure, Kaz, if you want. Yeah, go ahead. 12 hours. Yeah, I'm definitely not getting shit. Is it actually the anniversary stuff today? For real? Well, that sucks. All right, guys. That's it for now. We're done here. Library, yeah, I'll do library this week. I'm gonna focus that as a next week thing. I don't have the time right now to do it because I have been kind of busy today actually with work. I just wanted to jump on and have a conversation with you guys. But yeah, if you haven't done so, guys, go check out the new dev videos. Don't forget to support. If you haven't hit that support button, 2 codes have been sent out this morning to everybody. So make sure you go check that out as well too. Yeah, I'm gonna be fucked. So you don't watch football? I do. You're talking about like FIFA football? No, I don't watch FIFA football. I haven't been watching it. But anyways, thank you so much, guys. Appreciate you. Much love. Vish, thank you for the donation, brother. Appreciate you, man. And everybody else, stay healthy, stay safe, stay cool. It's really warm out there. And yeah, I'll see you guys in the next one. Argentina or France? That's where we're gonna go for Messi. So Argentina. All right. Love you guys. Catch you guys later. We'll do it live for sure. Yeah, we'll do it live. All right. Peace out, everybody.